I've been waiting to show you this subdivision until the exact perfect time in the fall, because that is when this subdivision, it just absolutely gets spectacular. Join me for a little tour of Cedar Highlands. Thanks for joining us again. We are kind of finishing up our subdivision series for this season, but I wanted to get one last great little subdivision in here for you. It's called Cedar Highlands. Before I forget, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you will be the first to see these videos that we are dropping every single Thursday. And if you have a question about Cedar City, if you have a question about the area, any of the subdivisions, anything real estate related, send me a message and I will be happy to answer your questions on a video on YouTube. So Cedar Highlands is a really cool little subdivision on the east bench of Cedar City, right in the foothills of Cedar Mountain. It has kind of an interesting history. It was originally developed in the 80s as a sort of a summer cabin, second home area. Originally it was not designed to be something that was a year-round accessible subdivision. Starting probably in like the early 2000s, people did start spending time here year-round, and this became a lot of folks' primary residence. So that brings us to the access for Cedar Highlands, which is something you need to be aware of if you are interested in purchasing in this area. So there's two ways to get to Cedar Highlands. There's a paved road that comes up Right-Hand Canyon, beautiful, beautiful drive. That road is only open during the summer months, about May through November-ish, depending on the snowfall. The other way up is a dirt road that comes up from the valley, and it is maintained by the HOA. It's sort of a gravel road, and it does have some pretty steep grades on it. There's a couple of 16% grades and a couple of pretty tight turns. So four-wheel drive is recommended because that is the road that you access Cedar Highlands from during the winter time. So probably like November through May, November through April, somewhere in there, again, depending on the snowfall. So Cedar Highlands residents got together a few years ago and decided that they wanted to incorporate as their own town. Cedar Highlands became Utah's newest municipality. They were their own town for about a year and decided that was not going to work, and so they actually unincorporated and sort of got absorbed back into the county. So they are now part of unincorporated Iron County. So you've got the county type services up here. Central Iron County Water Conservancy District is the water source. You've got power and you've got gas up here. Now there is an HOA, and the HOA is responsible for the roads in the subdivision and also the access road that comes up the hill from the valley floor up to Cedar Highlands. So that is part of the HOA responsibility. There are still some lots available, and there's homes that come on the market all the time. So the lots are larger. You're gonna find probably a minimum lot size of about an acre, and then they go up to maybe a 5 or 6 acre parcel, depending on where it is and the terrain and so forth. So these are larger, really cool lots. And you really are encouraged to leave the natural foliage and landscaping and not put in a bunch of lawn, which most people that move up here want that natural kind of look for their yard anyway. You're on the lots, you're probably gonna be on the higher end of the range, and that's due to the location, and that's due to their size as well. So you're gonna be probably in the upper end range on the lots. Now on the homes, there are smaller cabins, smaller homes that are really gonna be in kind of that mid to upper mid range. So more affordable than you might think. And then of course it goes up the scale to larger cabins, and the most recent large cabin in here sold for actually $1.75 million. So it was, I guess I wouldn't even call it a cabin. It was quite a modern home on a very large lot, pretty spectacular. So You run the range from like mid to upper mid on the smaller side to however high you want to go on that upper end range. So Cedar Highlands, it's really a cool subdivision. If you don't mind the access, you're going to be rewarded with views that will absolutely blow your mind. You can see 2 states from up here. Of course, you can see Utah, but if you look to the west, you can see the mountain ranges in Nevada. So it's that high, and it's that just amazing, amazing view. At night, you can see all of the lights of Cedar City. And then, of course, right now, you've got these beautiful, beautiful fall colors. You've got the aspens, you've got the evergreens, and you've got the scrub oak that really turns a very brilliant red. Absolutely beautiful. Let me know if I can help you with Cedar Highlands or any other area in Cedar City. I am Jenny Hendricks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.